All right. Let's do this. I'm going to start a different recording. All right. So we've got 100 men and one woman, and we are going to decide where exactly they fit on this list. Anywhere from most likely to survive, will be hurt for sure, but may live. We don't know. 50-50, could die, could live. Definitely dead, and sacrifice. The way we got to look at this is essentially where are we starting here in terms of sacrifice? So criteria for sacrifice, we don't necessarily care if you're gone. Humanity's not considering you a loss. And essentially you're not going to provide anything other than a distraction to the gorilla. Okay? We got to tire this thing out. So your job is to run in there, get your head ripped off, and make it break a sweat. Right? So we do sacrifice tier first. So well, we're not gonna go tier by tier, we're gonna go person by person. So um first we're looking at Logan Paul. Okay. Now, Logan Paul, I think there's a chance he survives. He's an athletic dude. Don't get me wrong. He could make it. Yeah, he's 50-50. He's an athletic dude. We don't really care if you make it, but he's 50-50. He's got a shot. We'll see. I'm gonna keep this up here because I wanna. Oh, Jeff Bezos. Now, Jeff Bezos, let's face it, definitely one of these dudes who's like, I got this. He's got a hero complex. Bro's richest man in the world. He 100% thinks that he's taking this gorilla out on his own, and he's done. We don't gotta worry about that one. He's definitely dead. Oh, hold on. That was the other tier I wanted to make. Can we add another tier? We gotta make another tier here. Hold on. Clear row, add row above. And we will make this color blue. We're gonna put this. I'm gonna put this one here as everything to lose. All right, these are the guys who have everything to lose. They have to come out of this alive. And we will cover who that is when we put them in that row. Starting with this guy right here, Tom from MySpace. Okay, Tom from MySpace, everything to lose. If he comes out on top, he gets Facebook back from Mark Zuckerberg. Mark's got to give it up. We're all moving back to my Instagram. See ya. Facebook. See ya. We're all going back to MySpace. Top 5 are coming back. Music on my profile is coming back. He's got to survive, though. He's got to make it out alive. All right. Next up, Drake. Drake in the Drake. Now here's where here's the thing. He can go in the everything to lose bracket, or we could make a new one where we make it like versus, essentially. I don't know. I don't know if we make like a versus bracket in the sense of like, where does he go? Does Drake make it out alive? I don't know, man. He's got that Ozempic body now. I think Drake's definitely dead. Harley from Epic Mealtime. Harley from Epic Mealtime. Big dude. He's going to get tired. Maybe able to endure some punishment. I think Harley's 50-50. Will be hurt. I like the idea of that. Will be hurt. He may make it out alive, though. DK Metcalf. All right, now we're getting into some serious work here. DK Metcalf, an absolute beast. Gotta be pretty high. Gotta be most likely to survive. There's a potential he goes in for a hit and just takes a clean gorilla backhand to the face. CTE kicks in early, and we don't know, you know? I don't know. I'm going to put most likely to survive, DK Metcalf. All right, Mike Tyson. Now, our stipulation here was prime Mike Tyson. We haven't necessarily considered prime for everybody that's on this list, but we've got prime Mike Tyson here. Pretty good chance prime Mike Tyson can take at least 10 punches from this gorilla. And I think Mike's got to land an uppercut, and that's about the only chance he has. I think he's not working the body. You're not working the body on a silverback gorilla. It's not happening. But I think most likely to survive. I think he's got a good shot. Prime Mike Tyson crumples from yeah. Prime Mike Tyson crumples from a silverback backhand. No human can take that shot. Man. I guess we'll see. All right. Bradley Martin. Now, Bradley Martin thinks a lot of himself. I think Bradley Martin is definitely dead. I think he goes in and just thinks, I think all of that talk about him being 280 pounds finally catches up to him. He goes up to that gorilla and gets his head ripped smooth off his shoulders. See you later, buddy. You fucked up. All right. Another guy in our everything to lose category, Tekashi 6ix9ine. If he makes it out alive, he's forgiven for being a rat. I don't make the rules. Okay. That's just what we're going with. He's forgiven for being a rat if he makes it out alive. That's how we're going. All right, hold on one sec. Let's do this. Dance with me in my backyard. Ooh. Yikes. All right. Next up, James Charles. Easy sacrifice. Sacrificial lamb. Here's what James Charles does. Goes in, gets his bones broken, and somebody picks up like a shin bone and just starts trying to stab the gorilla with it. That's all James Charles is good for in this situation. Nothing else. Obvious sacrifice. No arguments there. I show speed. Our number 100 pick submitted by our viewer Ghostin for you over here is definitely a toss-up. Bro's he's wiry. He's wiry. His name is Speed. Bro's fast. I think that gorilla gets a hold of him. He's ripping his legs clean off, though. He's not so fast anymore. Just a matter of whether or not he gets him. 50-50. Agreed. All right, perfect. Agreed. 50-50. Andrew Tate is next on the list. Now, another guy who's well built. Overall, a decent sized human being. Do we care if he makes it out? Absolutely not. Sacrifice. Okay. We got to get this thing tired. We got to make you break a sweat. You're on the sacrifice list, buddy. Sorry. That was the other. You know what? That was the other. Oh, what the hell did I just do? That was the other category I wanted to make. Hard to kill. Hard to kill. We got to put these guys in the hard. We got to put some people in the hard to kill range. What do we start at? Okay, hold on. I'm so confused. I gotta color. I feel like I gotta color these differently. Perfect. That's what we want. That's what we want right there. We want sacrifice, definitely dead, but not necessarily a sacrifice. Has everything to lose, has to make it out. 50-50, hard to kill. Will be hurt but may live. And most likely to survive. Drewski hard to kill for sure. Drewski's not on the list, brother. This is DJ Khaled. This is DJ Khaled. So hilarious that you got it confused for fucking Drewski. But that's DJ Khaled. That's DJ Khaled. I think DJ Khaled's hard to kill, man. I think, dude, a thick neck on that man. I don't think he stack that man. You think he's a sacrifice? I don't know, man. We the best, bro. I don't know that I could go another summer without a DJ Khaled banger. I don't know, man. I think he's just hard to kill for now. He can change. Listen, subject to change as we get moving on in this, okay? Everything is up for grabs. Matt Rife. We've got Matt Rife up next, okay? Matt Rife. I was told sacrifice. I think we're going to go sacrifice with Matt Rife. Sack for Matt Rife. But see, here's the note. But see, Matt Rife has everything to lose, bro. Because if Matt Rife makes it out alive, he makes his comeback. Comeback starts right then and there. All the ladies forgive him. Comedy tour. He gets it all if he makes it out alive. I don't think he's a sacrifice. I think he's got everything to lose. We don't want it. You don't want it. Somebody wants it. All right. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave him in everything to lose right now. Again, subject to change. All right. Another one here. Chris Evans. On this list, we've got a group of actors. We've got quite a few actors. A lot of these actors, I think, fall under the list of they think that they can do a lot more than they really can. They think they're the main character. They're pretty much convinced that they're going to be able to take this thing out on their own, and they're going to be sadly mistaken. So he's definitely dead. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, all the superheroes. Oh, so you're going to put Chris Pratt and who's the fucking other one? Chris Hemsworth, all the heroes. No, just Chris Evans. No, just Chris Evans is going to get himself killed. That's it. All right, next up we got Jack Doherty. Easy sacrifice. No arguments there. No need for discussion. Easy sacrifice. Next up, Deontay Wilder. To this day. Deontay Wilder, definitely most likely to survive. Good possibility, a couple of right hooks to this Gorilla's dome, and he's out. We'll see. Shohei Ohtani, an athlete, no doubt about it. Pretty quick, big guy. We don't want him to get. We don't want him gone. Hard to kill. I say will be hurt. Hard to kill. I see hard to kill. I think will be hurt, but may live. I think that's a good place for him. I think we're going to have other hard to kills. So will be hurt, may live, I think is a good spot for Shohei Ohtani. Next on the list, we've got Harvey Weinstein. For obvious reasons, sacrifice. Again, got to get this thing tired. Hey, man, do us all a favor. Go in there, let him rip your limbs off, and beat you to death with them. All right? Next on the list, President Joe Biden. Former President Joe Biden. Definitely dead. Probably also sacrificed, but just definitely dead. You'd have a hard time convincing that we were doing people. I thought we were doing living people. Joe Biden's definitely dead. That man's been dangling both feet off the bridge for quite a long time. You'd have a hard time convincing millions of people. You'd have a hard time convincing millions of people not to send that man in. Hey, bro, you gotta go. To be fair, to similar effect, Mitch McConnell. Another absolutely on the brink. Hey, man, go in there, tire this thing out. That's all we need. We already know where you're at. Oh, man. All right. We've got another kind of here in the everything to lose / versus category. Shit. Another in the versus category here, Mark Zuckerberg. Now here's the thing. He almost needs to be in a list of his own between definitely dead and has everything to lose, because he goes in and if Tom makes it out alive and he doesn't, Tom gets Facebook. Okay, we're bringing it back. But Mark Zuckerberg was going to have a karate match with Elon Musk, so you know that he thinks he's hot shit. And I think he's going to go up to that gorilla and get absolutely fucked. So he's definitely dead. But he could also have everything to lose, and that could give him that heart to make it out alive, you know? I don't know. I think we leave him there for now. All right, next up, Johnny Somali. I think it's Somali. I don't even know how to pronounce it. That's how much I don't care for this guy. He's easy sacrifice. We got to break him out of jail. Although, he also could go into the everything to lose category because he's facing some jail time right now. If he makes it out, he makes it out. All's forgiven, brother. You know the rules. I didn't make them up. I didn't make the rules. All right, next on the list, Bear Grylls. Bear Grylls. I think there's no debate here. Definitely hard to kill. Probably the will be hurt may make it out alive, though. I think he's hard to kill. Guy knows what he's doing. Man who's not afraid to drink his own piss on camera in front of thousands. Grill's going to have a hard time killing that man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm putting it out there. All right, next. The morning routine guy. What's his name again? Ashton Hall. Morning routine guy. Anybody who can jump in the air and hang in the air for 4 minutes, he's going to be hard to kill. It's going to be hard to kill. Hard for a gorilla to get that, man. This guy wakes up at 3 a.m, starts doing push-ups, drinks Saratoga water. Guy's hard to kill. No doubt about it. Wait, didn't Ashton Hall go to EVA? I have no fucking clue. I don't think so. I think he was from Florida, but I don't think he went to EVA. Yeah, I don't really care anymore. I'm going to stop looking. I don't know, man. I don't know the answer to that question. Dude, he was 100% my class while he transferred to First Coast, like later that junior year or whatever. That's crazy, because he's got like millions of followers now. So missed your chance to be friends with him. It'd be cool. Shame on you. All right, who else we got here? Up next, we got Ken. Ken from Barbie. Another guy who probably has to go in. Yeah, I was in class with Ashton and Boom Gang. Damn, dude, you're famous. Another guy who definitely could go in the everything to lose category. Bro wants to be the main character. Just saying, if he makes it out alive, it could be all about Ken. He doesn't have to just be Ken anymore. He could be Ken the Gorilla Slayer. I don't know. It's just a thought. All right, next up we got Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise. Another guy who's definitely falling in the category of I'm an actor. I think I got this. I'm definitely dead. Rip that head smooth off its shoulders. Bro's not lasting 5 seconds in there with the gorilla. Sorry. Just keep making that thing tired. 50-50? You think Tom Cruise is 50? You know what? He might be right. Shit, Tom Cruise starts running. He might be 50-50. We've all seen Tom Cruise run. Man's has an athletic step. Bro hits that fucking... Bro took pocket to cheek, literally. All right. I'm not going to argue. 50-50. We switch it up. He mostly does his own stunts. He does. You're not wrong. He mostly does his own stunts. All right. Next we got Boom Gang. Now, most of you guys have no fucking clue who Boom Gang is. This is pretty obscure. This is a pretty obscure internet reference, to be honest. If you're from my city, you might know him a little bit better. That being said, he's 50-50. Whole lot of gang shit. Okay? I don't make the rules. All right, we got Johnny Bravo. We got one of the only fictional characters in this list. But, I mean, that build, the hair, the need to impress women. Bro's got the motivation. He's thick. This is a thick man. Hard to kill? I agree. Hard to kill. Put him on the list. Absolutely. Hard to kill. Johnny Bravo. Put some women in the stands? Even harder to kill. Okay. This is a big one. This is what spawned this category. Okay? This spawned the category right here, this suggestion. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds together as a pair. They have nowhere else to go other than has everything to lose. Okay? Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds together make it out, all is forgiven. It is what it is. They make it out, drop the lawsuit, nobody makes any more TikToks about them. Blake Lively returns to queen status, Ryan Reynolds runs Hollywood. That's just how it is. They've got the motivation. Figure it out. We got to take an ad break. Let me see. Let me make sure that we actually need to take an ad break. If we're running pre-rolls right now, we're definitely gonna take one. Yeah. Let me run a break real quick. We're gonna pause and we're gonna run a break so we can get rid of these pre-roll ads. Be right back. Actually, I'm gonna go to the bathroom too. All right, ad break is done. Perfect. All right. We're right back into it. Who else do we got? If anyone else in the chat, again, if you have an opinion, drop it. Let's see. If you think of somebody to add, we can throw someone else in here. Okay, we got 100 spaces, plenty of room here. But yeah, feel free to argue with me. We can sack Tom Brady. He had a good run. I mean, that's kind of what I was saying. I mean, dude's like 48 now. You know, he did have a good run. You know, he might. I mean, he's hard to kill. You know, he might be a good he's a good sacrifice though. He's gonna be useful. I agree. We can go sacrifice. He had a good chance. He fumbled Giselle, so you know he probably wants an excuse. You know what I mean? All right, Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy, another actor, not necessarily a stupid actor though. Not necessarily like all these other actors. Big guy. Tom Hardy in Warrior, absolutely jacked. Tom Hardy is Bane. He's one of the greats. Yeah. Easy. I think he's 50-50. I think he's 50-50. He's got to play it smart, but he can make it out alive. Who else do we got? All right, next we got Will Smith. Now listen, hear me out here. One mention of Jada Pinkett Smith out of that gorilla's mouth, it's catching a mean right hand. Okay? Just saying. Guy's not afraid to fucking slap somebody, even in the most inappropriate of times. I think that gorilla needs to really watch its mouth with Will Smith in that cage. That's all I'm saying. 50-50. All right, we got another excellent pull. Let's go. Yeah, we got another excellent pull from the chat here with Coyote Peterson. Oh, I picked the wrong guy. Coyote Peterson. Will be hurt. Yep. Will be hurt. May live. Feel like he would know how to handle a gorilla. Yeah. I probably would on purpose take a little bit of damage from the gorilla for content, you know? Will definitely be hurt. But I think he makes it out. I think he definitely makes it out. I agree. Why is Nightbot telling us to do an ad break again? What are you doing, Nightbot? You freaking weirdo. All right. All right, here's another hear me out one. Prince Charles. Okay? Another one in our everything to lose category. If he wins, they get back America. We got to give it back. We're drinking tea again, boys. Sorry. It is what it is. All right. Danny Masterson is up next. For those of you that don't know, this is, what the hell's his name in the 70s show? It's not Kelso. And it's not Fez. It's Hyde. Hyde from that 70s show. Those of you that weren't born in the 90s probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about. It's okay. It wasn't that great of a show anyway. But Mr. Danny Masterson got himself in some legal trouble. More specifically with Scientology and whatnot. Bro has everything to lose. 100% agreed. Yep. Everything to lose. If this man gets out, hey man, go right back into that Scientology, bro. It's all forgiven. He's got everything to lose. Ghost says same. Same. Agreed. All right. Chris Brown. Again, another one that I would put in the everything to lose category. Bro's got to be out there fighting for his heart. Fez did not get in some shit, I don't think. Demi Lovato tried to get him in some shit, right?
Oh, they started dating when she was like a child.
Yeah, basically he started dating Demi Lovato when she was like 17 and he was like 20 something.
Yeah.
And so she made a song about it. and kind of tried to get him canceled. I don't think it really worked out like that, but you know, yeah. I mean, it's iffy. Anyway, hey, can you stop? Thank you. Chris Brown. All right, so two places that I consider Chris Breezy, either a sacrifice or has everything to lose, because if he comes out on top, he's forgiven, you know. But a lot of people have already forgiven him, So I almost feel like you got to just get rid of him, because that's just the people that are forgiving him is like, nah, you can't. I think you got to get out of here. He's too far gone. I agree. You don't lay hands on Riri like that. It just don't do it. She's the queen. Chris Brown is he's like the name you think of when you think of someone who fucked up. I agree. Not a lot of people feel that way though. That's the problem. All right, Chris Brown. Sacrifice. See ya. All right. Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-un up next here. Hear me out. Everything to lose? Also, hard to kill. Sack. Chat says sack. Kill him. Kill sack. Get rid of him. Listen, hear me out. Listen, we're not judging, okay? The gorilla cage is a place for redemption, okay? If he makes it out, all is forgiven. Hey, man, we invite him into the world. Give him a little taste. Give him a little taste of what it's like. If the location is in North Korea, he'll just sit it out and tell everyone he beat it himself. Yep. All right. Kim Jong-un. All right, sacrifice. All right, man. Sorry, you got to go, bro. He does not have a butthole. So he's got that advantage. He's not going to shit his pants when the gorilla comes running at him because he doesn't have an asshole. So. All right. Diddy. Now, another listen, I didn't make the rules. Another everything to lose. Does he if he makes it out, do we let him go? Hey, do we give him back the baby oil? Do we even forgive him for killing? Do we forgive him for killing Biggie? I don't know, man. It's tough. It's or is he a sacrifice? Is he too far gone? I think he's got to be a sacrifice. Too far gone. Sorry, Biggie. I tried. Hey, bad boys for life. Sorry, man. All right, Dr. Disrespect is up next. Got to send him in late. Don't want that gorilla too slippery to grab. No outside paraphernalia, okay? It has to be that Diddy is just naturally oiled up. He slicked himself up before he got in there. That gorilla's fucking just so dead. Bro just naturally leaks baby oil. The fucking gorilla's out there squeezing him like a fucking bar of soap in the shower. He's fucking keeps shooting. Oh shit. Oh shit. Has anybody seen the people talking about Diddy's eyes are getting closer together while he's in prison. Like somebody's squeezing his head together. Oh, bro, it's the funniest shit. You're like, yeah? He's like, yeah, I think someone's squeezing him in there. Oh, man. Too fucking funny. Too funny. All right. All right. Back to it. We got work to do. We got a decent amount left. We got to keep going here. We got to grind. All right, Dr. Disrespect. Dr. Disrespect. Now, think what you want. Listen, believe what you want about Dr. Disrespect. He's a big ass dude. Dude's 6'7". Okay, 6'7", at least 200 something pounds. Big guy. But older. What, mid 30s, late 30s? I don't know. Hard to kill. Maybe most likely to survive. But also might have everything to lose, you know? In the court of public opinion, bro's pretty low on the totem pole. I don't know. What do we think? Does he get a little cocky? Get in there and get 50-50'd? Tough. It's tough. I don't know. Let's see. I like will be hurt but may live. I don't know. I think he's got the reach. I think he's got the reach to keep the gorilla off of him. All right, we got Kevin James up. Kevin James. Hear me out here. Kevin James, wiry. Wiry guy. Big guy. He's got the movement. That gorilla gets a hold of him, he's going to start wiggling. I don't think he gets a clean grip on him. I think he's hard to kill. Very sad to see him go. If it happens, but I think he's hard to kill. All right. Derek Lewis. For those of you that don't know, heavyweight UFC fighter. Obviously, most likely to survive. His balls was hot. He's surviving. The gorilla doesn't even grapple with him because Mans just stands up. He just stands up. Jiu-jitsu doesn't work on him. Wrestling doesn't work. He's just going to stand up. All right. Next, we got Elon Musk. Elon Musk, another one that, let's face it, thinks he's taking this thing on by itself. Definitely dead. No arguments. No questions asked. Come on, we don't got to fight about that one. Definitely dead. All right, I'm scrolling down. I got to stop scrolling. Spoiling things. All right, next up we got Jake Paul. Now his brother kicked this whole thing off. Logan Paul. We had him at 50-50. Jake, on the other hand, got a mean right hook. You know? Bro's focusing on boxing a little bit. I think he's hard to kill. I think he's surviving. You think so? Jake Paul surviving? He's hard. I think he ends up hurt, but I think he lives. I agree. I think he's just hard to kill. Yeah. Oh, hard to kill? Okay. Hard to kill. I feel like hard to kill and 50-50 should be switched around. Because it's like 50-50 is better than hard to kill. It's almost like hard to kill is like, you're definitely dead, though. I don't know. We'll leave it where it's at. Anyway, up next, we got, again, for those of you that are unaware of meme culture and you're not as, what's the word? Shit, I can't think of the word now. Oh well. Anyway, This is Thick Neck and Daddy Long Neck. They're a duo. Okay, they come as a package deal. Essentially, the idea here is that Thick Neck is impossible to kill. He's not gonna be able to have his head ripped off his shoulders, cause bro's neck. The gorilla will not even be able to fit his hands around this dude's neck. On the other end of the spectrum is Daddy Longneck, who is going to get snapped in half, but his bones could be used as a weapon by other fighters. They are 50-50 by nature. Simply because one will not die. One is invincible. One is quite literally the gorilla's kryptonite, and the other is dead for sure. All right. I feel like I need to make these pictures bigger so you guys can really appreciate who we're picking here. We've got Liver King. Liver King up next here. Another one who spawned from the has everything to lose category, and I definitely think that's where he belongs. If he makes it out alive, everybody forgives him for being a liar and being on the juice. If he doesn't, oh well, you die a failure and a liar. But at least he died trying. All right. This is a coincidence that these guys made it side by side, but we have not the Hound, but the actor that played the Hound, because I assume he's a pretty freaking big dude. I don't know his name. Sorry. Either way, seems like a pretty tough guy. I think will be hurt, but maybe making it out alive. That's where I put him. That's where he's got to go. And on the other hand, we have his brother, the Mountain, more specifically Hafthor Bjornsson, the actual person that played him, who I think is guaranteed surviving. Bro's gigantic. He is a gorilla. I think the gorilla actually views him as his brother. And he trusts him. He puts his trust in him, and then the Mountain stabs him from behind. It doesn't stab him. I don't know, chokes him out, something. No weapons. He picks up Longneck's bones and stabs the gorilla. Or James Charles's bones. Either one. Somebody's bones. There's going to be a lot of dead people in there. All right. Louis C.K. Again, another guy who spawned from the category of has everything to lose. I think we all know why. But if he makes it out, new comedy tour, we bring back his show, bro goes on the Joe Rogan podcast, I don't know, whatever else we can think of. Let's give him a shot. It's about time. Let's give him a shot. Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke is an old man. He's definitely dead. How dare you speak that way to Jojo Siwa, you bastard. How dare you offend our queen of gay pop like that? Definitely dead. Now, this is a deep pull. This one is a deep pull here. Probably some people who know it, probably some people who don't. Brian Silva, a.k.a. Mr. himself. Oh man, I haven't thought about this guy in forever. I can't believe this guy even popped into my head. Crazy. My mic doesn't even pick up the fucking sound that I'm doing. It ruins it. Anyway, go look up Brian Silva. Go look up the Gratata guy. I think he's definitely dead. I don't know, I think he's way too cocky. I think he thinks he has something on that gorilla and just gets absolutely smashed. Oh man, what are we looking at? Okay, not too many more. All right. All right, Chuck Norris. We're at Chuck Norris now. Now, hear me out. We got to put the rumors to rest. the man, the myth, the legend. Is Chuck Norris stronger than a gorilla? Does Chuck Norris really just have another fist under his beard? Is everyone going to decide that they have to kill Chuck Norris and the gorilla? Does he get turned on? I don't know. We got to figure it out. 50-50. We don't know. Damn it. Stop scrolling down, idiot. All right, Jared Leto. Jared Leto. Here's another one. I just don't like his face. Bro played the Joker. It was bad. Sorry. Definitely dead. Actually, sacrifice. You got to go. Listen, we got to kill this thing. Sorry. You're not going to help. Not going to help that much. Speaking of Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan. Now, some people don't like Joe Rogan. I get it. You know? Love him or hate him. Dude's a decent size. He's on the shorter end. Mean sidekick. Guy's got a mean sidekick. Listen. That gorilla might not necessarily like taking one of those to the chest. He's got a chance, bro. At the very least, he's hard to kill. I think the problem here is that he's gonna go in and he's gonna try to take on that gorilla. Dude knows a lot about animals, but I think he goes in and tries to take on the gorilla because he has no choice. I think he gets hurt, but he might survive. All right. All right. All right. Next on the list, Hezbollah. All right. Now hear me out. What we're looking for here with Hezbollah. No. We don't know where he goes. Listen. Hear me out here. What we're looking for here with Hezbollah is a Harambe situation, okay? We're looking for a Harambe situation. We want the gorilla to take Hezbollah into his arms and protect him and distract him while the others move into position to kill the gorilla, okay? We want him to think he's a little baby and to nurture Hezbollah, okay? With that being said, once the rest of the people start attacking and he starts slinging Hezbollah around by the leg and smashing other people with him, he's definitely dead. Sorry, Hezbollah. I don't make the rules, man. I don't make the rules. Oh God, my face hurts. I'm having too much fun. Face hurts. Smiling too much. This is a good time. God damn, it's 10:30. I'm losing track of time too. All right. Roman Reigns, another great suggestion by chat here. Just a big dude, athletic guy. I don't really know where to put him. I don't know his moveset. I just, I don't know. I don't know him like that. Probably hard to kill. He's a big dude. He's got some movement. Sure, he's strong. Probably on steroids. Hard to kill. It's just, just based off his look. Guy's intimidating. I'm intimidated. All right. Jared Fogle. Jared from Subway. Jared Fogle. Obvious sacrifice. I think we all know why. If you don't know why, look it up. Ghostin says sack. Yeah, easy work on that one. Easy suggestion here. All right, we got another one. Johnny Depp here. Now, Johnny Depp being in this list, he serves two purposes. One, I think Ghostin said nasty bitch, Jared Fogle. Now, Johnny Depp serves two purposes here in this list. One is that it's to mess with the senses of the gorilla. Johnny Depp reeks of cigarettes and alcohol. 110%. He gets close enough to this gorilla, it's not going to know what the fuck's going on. Okay? The other thing is when he dies, if any amount of blood spills into the gorilla's mouth or anywhere else, it's chemical warfare. Exactly. It's chemical warfare. He's drunk immediately. He's immediately drunk. and anything else. And it's just a great distraction. So Johnny Depp definitely dead, but dead for a good reason, for a good cause. We appreciate it. We appreciate it, Johnny Depp. But this one's going to be hard for anybody to see here, so I'm going to have to explain. This is very specifically John Travolta in Grease. Okay? This is old school John Travolta in Grease. Okay? Hard to kill. He's got the moves. Am I right? The greased hair? He's going to be hard to get a hold of, too. Bro's Grease Lightning. 50-50. All right. I can roll with that. Similar problem of slipping that we had with Diddy. Agreed. Similar issues. Bro's got the pussy wagon. He's got the Grease Lightning. I think he makes it out. Now this is another one for the versus / everything to lose list. Justin Baldoni. Okay? If Justin Baldoni doesn't make it out and Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds do, they're forgiven. But if Justin Baldoni makes it out, we're right back in where we started. So he's got to go in this list. Up next, we got to move on quick on this one. Kanye West. Oh, yay. Oh, yay, man. Whatever happened to you, bro? I don't think Donda's looking down on you smiling, my guy. Sack him. Too far gone. Too far gone. Ah, man, I feel like he's got to go into everything to lose, man. We all want him to come back so bad. We want him to be redeemed, bro. This is his chance, his one shot. Make it out alive. We don't think about you sucking your cousin's dick anymore, bro. You're not a Nazi anymore. He made Graduation, guys. Fuck me, man. He made it. All right. Kanye West is a sacrifice. I'm sorry. Don't suck the gorilla's dick. The gorilla wants that cousin treatment. Yeah, you're probably right. Please don't suck the gorilla's dick. All right, Kendrick Lamar. We gotta move on. We can't spend all day on Kanye. It's too much. It's too traumatizing. Kendrick Lamar is one who's got to fall into the everything to lose category / definitely dead. I mean, he's one of the two. Thing is, Drake's in there, Kendrick's in there. We got to settle the beef once and for all. Whoever makes it out alive, they're the real winner. That being said, I think they're both definitely dead. All right. Next up, we got Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor's an interesting choice here. Cocky enough to go try to take on the gorilla 1v1. Got a crazy left hand. Possibly even one-shot power. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Fucking the bomb of a left hand. He throws it. Will be hurt, may live. Will be hurt, may live. Yeah. I think so. I think that's a good one. He also has a gorilla on his chest. You know, maybe the guy sees him. Maybe the gorilla sees him as. Maybe the gorilla sees him as friendly. KSI. Is that not a tiger on his chest? No, he's got a gorilla on his chest. Am I crazy? Hold on. I think you're thinking of somebody else with a tiger. Or it's like a if it isn't a gorilla, it's like a puma or something. A gorilla wearing a crown and eating a heart. Yeah. It's a gorilla. Here. Let's pull it over. Show it off. I think he has a. Oh yeah, he does have a tiger though. You're right. It's just on his stomach. Yeah, he's got a tiger on his stomach. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Moving on, we got KSI. Again, another guy boxing match with Logan Paul. Took the time to work out. Definitely in shape, athletic. What do we think? I think 50-50. I think he's got a good shot. He's young. He's got the drive. I think he's a 50-50 shot. All right. Next up, we got Marky Mark. Mark Wahlberg coming in. Hey. Oh, hey, Gorilla. Huh? You think you could just come in here? Fucking, huh? Bomb the Boston fucking marathon, huh? It's not very cool. I think he's definitely dead. I think he's another actor that definitely thinks he's taking this gorilla on 1v1 and getting beat to death with his own arm. Hard to kill, maybe, probably 50-50. You think? I don't know, man. Yeah. All right, let's move it to 50-50. I like Mark Wahlberg, you know? I mean, he's cool, bro. He's cool. He's a cool guy. He's decently fit. He is decently fit. You're not wrong. Another guy who wakes up at 3 a.m. Listen, you don't wake up at 3 a.m. and not be prepared to fight a fucking gorilla. So, I agree. Next up, we have heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson Fury. That's pretty obvious where this guy's going. Man's got knocked out and rose from the dead like Jesus 3 days later. Bro is insane. He is definitely making it out. Oh, Nightbot reminded me we gotta run another. Ad. Fuck, I don't want to run another ad, but I need to. I want to keep pre-rolls off. All right, whatever. We'll fuck it. We're not worried. I'm not worried about it. We're almost done. All right, DK Metcalf. Is that right? Yeah, DK Metcalf. Most likely making it out. I'm gonna say he's definitely making it out. Did I say DK Metcalf when I was talking about Derrick Henry? Oh well, it doesn't matter. They're not that important. Neither one are that important. You know what I mean? All right. Next up, we've got Aaron Judge. Another big athlete. I think he ends up hurt. I think he's not that fast. I think he's slow. I think he gets hurt, washed. I think he gets hurt. I think he makes it out alive. Oh man. All right, next up we've got Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. I think Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, definitely ends up hurt, makes it out alive. He knows what he's doing. He's got to get it figured out. He's got to get the job done. It's scrolling. All right. Another UFC heavyweight. Pretty easy decision here. Francis Ngannou makes it out alive. This gorilla eats an uppercut and goes out just like Alistair Overeem. I think it happens no problem. We got a little back to back. We got a little duo here, okay? In the sense the next two options. Now they can go apart from each other, but we've got a little duo here. We've got Chris Pontius, one part of the Wild Boys from Jackass, in case you guys are unaware. Chris Pontius, known to get himself into some shit, but with this next, his partner on the other side here, I think he's got a little less survivability than his next, the next person up. So I think he's more of a 50-50. I think he's at home right here in 50-50. Chris Pontius not afraid to get his hands dirty, take a little bit of damage, but he might not make it out. His partner, on the other hand, Steve-O. Steve-O, I think, is an obvious choice. Hard to kill. Will be hurt, but may live. I think he's in a league of his own. You don't staple your own ball sack to your leg and not survive a gorilla attack. I think it's easy. I think it's easy work for him. Get this man a can of nitrous, and he's walking through a brick wall. Dude is going into this already hurt. Exactly. Bro's already hurt. He's making it. I think it's just a matter of making it out alive. I think he's hard to kill. I don't think he's going down easy. Steve-O may even make it out, bro. You get this man on enough painkillers and nitrous, bro makes it out alive. I don't know. I could be convinced otherwise, but I'm gonna keep it there. All right, next we got Mr. Steroid himself. Bro is a walking juice factory. Brock Lesnar. Pretty easy pick here. Most likely to survive. Oh, man. No arguments there. No need for discussion. Making it out alive. Brock Lesnar. We got Chris D'Elia. Chris D'Elia up next. Another one who's spawning out of the category of has everything to lose. Bro needs a comeback. Needs it bad. Make it out alive. And who knows what's going to happen. New comedy tour. New podcast. Get this man on the Joe Rogan Experience. Who knows? Everything is possible. We haven't had a sacrifice in a while since old Kanye. Kanye was our last sacrifice, but here we have one that's an easy pick. Bill Cosby. Listen, this entire row down here at the bottom, you guys are going in first. You're first line. First string, all dead. Okay? Get in there. Get your head ripped off. We got to make this thing break a sweat. Sorry. It's just the way it is. See you later, Cosby. Cosby might try to get in there and slip them in a Mickey. This fight may be over before it even starts. We load here. Okay, all right, hold on. Let me put this guy back. Hear me out. We load Cosby up with roofies, okay, right? Just, hey, man, just fucking blah, blah, blah. And then he just runs right at that gorilla. And as soon as that gorilla just rips into that man, out like a light. Fight's over. I grew up to Bill Cosby. I think you didn't grow up hanging out with Bill Cosby, if you know what I mean. You think you didn't have too many sleepovers. All right, next we got Butterbean. I know I cut his head off. It's unfortunate. I can't believe I did Butterbean like this. But Butterbean, for those of you that don't know, he's okay. Let's just put it that way. He's okay. And absolute crazy punching power on Butterbean here. I think he's making it out alive. Jason Momoa up next. Another actor that I think is definitely dead. I don't think you could argue with me on that one. I think Jason Momoa is definitely dead. I think he's got show muscles for days. Not impressed. Sorry, bro. Is what it is. Up next, now I genuinely don't. I put this man on this list with no clue where to put him, but I know I wanted him on this list. Bert Kreischer. Bart Chrysler. I don't know where the hell this man goes on this list. I'm going to need somebody to give me some kind of suggestion here. What are we looking at for Bernd Kruzner? Does anyone have any suggestions on Bert Kreischer here? I personally, sack him. We'll get the gorilla pretty tired. Exactly. Sack him. I agree. I was feeling like he was definitely going low on this list. Sack him is definitely an option. All right, who we got next here? We've got Eddie Hall. Eddie Hall is up next on our list. Man, my list is getting too long. It's not even fitting on the screen. Eddie Hall is an easy one. Again, he may even 1v1 this gorilla. Dude is a gorilla himself. He's making it out alive. Guy is definitely living this one out. We got to start scrolling. We got way too many people on this list. This is crazy. Absolutely insane list here. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Now, I specifically chose Jean-Claude Van Damme from Bloodsport here. Best he's ever looked. Absolute prime of his career. Good chance that he's stomping on this gorilla's neck. I think he's 50-50. Bro's genuinely got some martial arts skills. It's not impossible. I think he's 50-50. My issue with the chat right now is that you just said Jalen Ramsey and this is Cam Newton. So that's where we're at. It's obviously Cam Newton. Look at his fucking hair. Same thing. Not at all. Only Cam Newton would wear his hair this fucking stupid. I'm surprised he doesn't have a hat sitting on top of it. Either way, 50-50 sounds good to me. All right. Next, we got Ronnie from the Jersey Shore. Now, this is prime Ronnie we're talking about here, okay? Like mid to late 20s Ronnie. We know this man has one punch power. We've seen it in action on the boardwalk. We know he's got roid rage. All I'm saying is tell him that he's dating that gorilla. Make that gorilla his significant other right before the fight starts. There's a good chance he's laying that fucking thing out. Will be hurt, but may live. I got to give it to him, you know? Barry Kogan, Sabrina Carpenter's ex-boyfriend. You're sacrificed, bro. How dare you break America's sweetheart's heart like that? How dare you do that to her? You're first one out, actually. Get out. All right. Next, we've got Nick Merckx. Now, again, we have another Hezbollah situation here with Nick Merckx where we are really, really hoping that the gorilla mistakes Nick for a baby monkey and wants to take him into care and protect him at all costs. and gets distracted. Nick Merckx is going to get used as a weapon by the gorilla to bash in the heads of many other people. He's definitely dead. Sorry. It is what it is. Again, I don't make the rules. All right. Badlands Chugs. Badlands Chugs is up next, and he's in the definitely dead category, but not from the gorilla. It's because he tried to run towards the gorilla and had 7 heart attacks in the meantime. He's dead before the fight even starts. Sorry, man. Definitely don't chug 15 Dr. Peppers before the fight starts. It's just not a good idea. All right, now up next we have Robert Irwin, the Crocodile Hunter's heir. Heir to the throne, if you will. A guy that you would think definitely has to go into the hard to kill category. But at the same time, could definitely end up down here because he fucked up and got way too close to this thing while trying to talk about its mating habits and how it eats and what a beauty it is. But in all hopes to save this man, he just ends up in the hard to kill category. And he makes it out. I need this man to make it out alive. An absolute freak of nature, Dennis Rodman. Another one who could do some crazy shit, depends on what he's on when he goes into the ring. He's 50-50. Easy work. The Island Boys. The Island Boys. Gorilla chokes on his piercings, trying to eat him. Yeah, why not? Could definitely happen. Island Boys are sacrifice, easy sack. No questions to be asked there. Shaquille O'Neal. Okay, Shaquille O'Neal, a little bit of Shaq Fu. Hold on. I'm moving on too fast here, apparently. Put some respect on the Island Boys. Let them earn their way back. Everything to lose. All right, man. Everything to lose. Sure. Let's give the Island Boys everything to lose. All right. Let's go back here. Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal, another one. Fat neck, dude. Fat neck on this guy. Hey, listen up, you fucking gorilla. Here, hold on. Let me hit you guys with this one. Alright, listen up here, fucking gorilla. I'm gonna fucking get your shit. I'm fucking bust out some motherfucking Shaq Fu on your ass. Hard to kill at a minimum. Absolutely hard to kill. Agreed. Here we have another one in the Mark Zuckerberg, Tom from MySpace category. We have the Winklevoss twins in the Everything to Lose. Same as Tom. If they make it out alive, Facebook, you got to give Facebook back, Mark. You little fucker. You got to give Mark gets Facebook. He's got to give it back. They're fighting for their livelihoods out there. Everything to lose. Another actor who definitely thinks way too highly of himself and is going to end up getting himself killed. Just look at his face. Look at his face right here. Look how smug he looks. Jason Statham, man. All right, here's the deal. Oh, so what you're telling me is that I'm gonna play a regular old fast food worker, but they the mafia has kidnapped a regular customer for the fast food joint, and now I gotta go save him. And they're gonna make me fight this gorilla. That's what's gonna happen there. All right? Jason Statham is definitely dead. Sorry, bro. I don't remember this guy's name. What's his name? Sam Selnick? This guy is gigantic. He looks like a gorilla himself. Selleck. Sam Selleck. I don't know his skill set though, you know? I don't know how he handles himself in a fight. He's big as fuck. I know that for sure. He's probably making it out alive. He's probably going to be hurt as fuck. It's possible though. You never know. Next up, we got Tim the Tap Man. Tim, another big dude. Hard to kill? It's a possibility. Does he have that drive? Does he have that heart to survive? Does he fight back enough to be hard to kill, or does he roll over? Is he 50-50? Is he definitely dead? Tim's fat. Does he get tired way too quick? Tim's a 50-50, I think. 50-50. I agree. Tim's a 50-50. This might be hard to tell from the picture here, but this is heavyweight Jon Jones. Well, current heavyweight. Former light heavyweight. Champion. Undefeated Jon Jones. Some would say the best UFC fighter in the world. He's obviously making it out alive. He's fucking, what is it? Oblique kicking the shit out of that gorilla. It doesn't stand a chance. The Situation from the Jersey Shore. Now, again, we're talking prime season 1 and 2 Jersey Shore situation when we're getting coked up, pilled up situation. I think he makes it. I think he's 50-50. I think he's 50-50 at the least. I think he's got the intimidation factor. Bro lifts his shirt up. That gorilla's not going to know what to do. That gorilla doesn't have a six-pack. I'm just saying. I think it happens. All right. Again, the picture, unfortunately, didn't do this man justice, but this is Vin Diesel, another guy who is in our sort of versus / is definitely dead category because he's going up against Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Whoever makes it out alive is the new leader of the Fast and Furious franchise. Sorry, you get to make the next 18 Fast and Furious movies. The other one, hit the road. You're out, bro. Sorry. Everything to lose. You know, they're fighting with their heart out there. Another Vitaly ZDTV, I think is his username. I definitely don't know his last name, but Vitaly, for those of you that don't know. Facing a lot of jail time right now. Everything to lose. If he makes it out, it's all forgiven. Set that man free. I don't remember these guys' name either. But they're twins. Sacrifice. See ya. And we save the best for last. Our absolute ringer, if you will. Someone who's proven himself in this very situation. The kid that fell into Harambe's cage. Bro is 1-0 against gorillas. Let's see if he can keep the streak alive. Most likely to survive. Whew. What a list. What a list. Wow. I can't even like zoom down or scroll down in a way that I can fit everyone in there, but there you have it. There you have it, chat. The definitive, dare I say, official. Hold control and scroll down. Oh, yeah, like zoom out. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that a little bit. There we go. The definitive, official, if you will, 100 men versus one gorilla draft / tier list. A crazy list, full of diversity, full of opportunity, full of heart. I think we walk away with a win. Some valiant sacrifices will need to be made. But I think we get it. I think we get a dub. Another W for mankind, if you will. Oh, man. That was a long ass stream. We did nothing but stream doing this fucking list. Fuck, man. Ranking 100 people is a long time. It's bedtime. What do we think? Anybody need to be moved around? Any final edits? I think this is a solid list. I think it's great. Screenshot it. Hashtag I was here. When the first ever. Oh, man. No, Nightbot. We're not going to take an ad break. We're going to see. What time is it? Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. We got to go to bed. We're going to get off. That's what we're going to do. We're going to call it there. Appreciate everybody for hanging out. Appreciate everyone that contributed. And stuck around. Maybe we'll do another one with women. See what happens there. Or see if there's any women that deserve to be on this list more than men necessarily in terms of I don't know, 100 women. That's a tough one, huh? Can't even think of 100 women. That's crazy, man. Whew. I'm tired. I'm physically exhausted from making that list. That's crazy. All right, boys. Appreciate everyone for hanging out. Appreciate everyone for contributing, making this a good, fun stream here. tomorrow night, I think we're gonna be back to playing some actual games. I'm gonna jump on Marvel Rivals or something. I think this is like 2 nights in a row where I didn't play any games at all on stream. So, but yeah, see you guys all tomorrow. We'll do it again. I wish there was more to do in Dragon Wilds. Brother, we've barely done anything in terms of like the story. Also, Tyler has it now, so we haven't even gone and rescued that man from the Goblin Castle. Like I don't know if you've done things on your own, but I've done absolutely nothing in terms of the story. Yeah, exactly. I said that's exactly what we've been doing. We've just been collecting resources and stuff. We got to actually do some quests. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Are you free tomorrow? You got raid, don't you? We'll see about doing some Dragon Wilds tomorrow. We'll see about doing it for a little bit. If you don't, you're off work all day. Yeah, perfect. All right, so maybe we'll start early, play some Dragon Wilds, see if we can get Tyler on, and anybody else that gets it and wants to play. We'll jump into that. Jump into a little bit of that. All right. All right. Sounds good. Well, everybody have a good night. Again, thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for your suggestions. Love you guys. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.